Morning, Cam. Can you relay what your thoughts were when Tortorella presented to you guys the changes he wanted to make after the Detroit series, the sort of new simplified approach, just how that went over with you, how it went over in the room?
Yeah, I mean, I think it went over very well just because for the most part, we've all been a part of that in the last couple of years or so. And for the new guys, I mean, any guy that was somewhat confused of what torts really meant, we kind of simplified it for them. And it's as easy as just, your reloads and your back check is, think a little bit on the defensive side first. And it's amazing, obviously, instead of hoping that a play or anticipating a play that the puck's going to get rimmed behind, their net, instead of obviously if you go and reload, it's amazing how many turnovers you actually create and more opportunities you get. So, yeah, I think, everyone's really bought into how we really need to play to have success. And although we didn't get the result last game, I think it was one of our best games of the entire season.
Yeah, is it are you looking forward to just sort of having something you can sort of hang your hat on each night? Like it just seemed like it's been so wildly inconsistent this year. Does this give you a chance to at least know that some aspect of your game is going to be present on a nightly basis as a team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just simplifies it, and that's how we need to play to have success. Is what I told you, and it's not that it's cookie cutter, but it's amazing that when everyone buys into one concept, and as simple as it is, but it's just your work ethic, um, you know, you're gonna get a lot of chances, and it's a lot more fun playing that style, even though it's harder.
Yeah, you've played a ton of games with Roslovic here, especially recently. You surprised by his healthy scratch tonight?
I mean, obviously, it's a coach's decision. I've talked to Jack, uh, yesterday, and at the end of the day, he's been playing really good hockey for us. So maybe it's an opportunity for him to just kind of sit back and watch the game, and he's going to be back in the lineup. No matter what, he's that good of a player for us, and we really need him. Um, so it's we haven't really had any opportunities for practice during this crazy year, and um, I think I think he'll be ready to step up to the plate next game. I think he'll play with a ton of energy, and um, yeah. So he's like I said, he's that good of a player, and sometimes this is the best thing for a young guy to kind of hit the reset button.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim.
Okay, next we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey Cam, yeah, you're going right where I was about to go with that situation. I mean, he is only 24 years old still. It's not like he's a lot older or more experienced in the league. How much can a young guy learn from a situation like this? And I mean, it seems like there's been plays where I don't know, maybe John Tortorella didn't like his body language or something like that. I mean, are there things like that a guy like Jack can learn from a situation like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think any relatively young guy. I mean, I've been in that situation plenty of times. And it sucks. It's because you want to be out there helping your teammates and going to battle with your teammates to try to get a win. So even though while you're going through it, it's miserable. There is a reason for it. And Jack's the type of player that he'll come out on this, the other side playing way better, and he'll take it as a positive. But yeah, we don't have a lot of practices this year, so it's like I said to Port's line, it's a way for a guy to hit the reset button.
You know, uh, I remember I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now when you had maybe some struggles and you had talked to Marty St. Louis and just kind of talking things over and things like that. I mean, you're a veteran guy now. You said you talked to Jack yesterday. Do you see yourself as kind of transitioning into a role like that as well as a guy who's been around a while that can help some of the young guys?
Yeah, I mean, I take a lot of pride in that. It's I've been here long enough, and I've been in those situations, and Jack's situation plenty of times with not only Torts but with Richie and Arneal. So it's just one of those things where obviously when you're an offensive player and things aren't going your way and you're not putting up the points or scoring goals, you tend to go the opposite and cheat during the game, and hoping that, you're going to get the bounce instead of going out there and creating opportunities and getting the bounces yourself. So I think that's the biggest thing is supporting and, going at the puck instead of away from the puck, and just demanding it. I think when you demand it, and you're skating, good things happen, and it's really just getting back to the basics.
You guys, I know you gave one up on Thursday on the penalty kills, a 5-on-3, but what's been going right on the penalty kill the last couple of weeks? You guys have been pretty successful.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just we're all in. It's not just one or two guys that are dialed in. It's all four guys that are out there doing the same job and on the mission together. And it's not going to always be perfect. You're obviously the best players are on the ice on the power play for a reason. So there's going to be breakdowns. And obviously against Tampa, you have Stamkos, and you have Point and Hedman up top. The list goes on. So it's hard to kind of take one of those guys away, because as soon as the play opens up, they're going to make the play. But I think we did a really good job, and being decisive and having good sticks and anticipating plays. And I think we're just all aligned.
Thanks, Cam.